Totally
says
agree.
exactly how they're not the same.
I totally agree. I'm going to go to Lily Gaddis and just ask you one more time. I mean, you've been so unashamedly proud of being a racist today, proud of using the N-word whenever you feel like it. You've had a bit of time to think about this. Is that how you want people to leave this panel debate, with thinking of you as a disgusting racist?
I don't really care what people think about me. As long as you care about what people think about you, you have no power and you lose your country. What I care about is freedom of speech. And if you're not allowed to say the most offensive things in this country, you do not have freedom of speech. I don't care what anybody says. So that's the main crux of this situation. That's what I care about with this situation. It is, we have lived for far too long in a country where you can have your life destroyed. And people say, oh, she doesn't need this money. Her life's destroyed, by the way. She'll never be able to get another job. She's got children to have to support. And I don't want to live in a country where you can say an inappropriate, rude thing, which, by the way, Black people can say things to white people all the time and they never get canceled. There's no backlashing about this. I want to live in a country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly. And you will
well, go
not
on, then,
have
say it. Say
you
the
will
M-
not have
Go on,
free
say,
speech.
go on. Say the M-word. Go on.
No.
hang
Don't
on.
invite. No.
No.
I don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me, because I'm the only on here. So if she says it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her for ratings to call me the N-word, because that's basically what it's going to be. There's a bunch of white people up here, you and one Uncle Tom on the left here, and to ask her to say the N-word while I'm here is ridiculous. You would not sit here with a Jewish person and say, please use a Jewish slur in front of this Jewish. It's ridiculous. I understand you don't have any bad intent, Pierce. I understand what you're trying to do, but we already know she's a racist, and I don't want to invite a racial harm to me.
I hear you, and I accept that, and we'll leave it there. Thank you all very much.
Okay. So, this girl, if you don't know, okay, my name is JuiceThePlug. You know what I'm saying? And today, I was just hustling. Let me take my seatbelt. I was just hustling, doing my thing, and I saw something. This is like pretty common. I mean, I'm just giving some experience for some people who might not understand what this girl is saying. And you know how I like to dissect people's brain, right? So, this girl, if you see by the title of the video, it said like, this girl thinks she can say the N-word. And okay, so there's two sides to this. It's feelings, it's like how you feel about it, and logically speaking about it, right? So she went on like Piers Morgan's podcast, and you know she kept saying like, I'm gonna say. She actually says it. This is her words. You know, I'm not putting nothing in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? She said that I can say the N-word. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said. And yes, she can say that. You know, she has every right, freedom of speech. You know. You can say whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? No one's stopping you. You know what I'm saying? Now, well, I mean, lose some logic. I be outside. Currently, I'm outside, and I don't see people say, like, white people don't say that, bro. Like, actually, one of my German friends, he's like, you know, he's from the South. He's from Africa. My dog from Africa. And he's from the South side of Africa, right? And he don't feel comfortable saying, not because of prejudice or not because like he like feels scared for his life. It's just it's his own decision, freedom of speech, right? So with that being said, so like everybody is like going crazy. I'm shocking. Like this is not. I live in Cartersville, Georgia. I see Confederate flags every day. See the thing that like kind of like icks me, because a lot of white people who are very patriotic, right? Because you can be patriotic in your own country. I'm patriotic too. I love George Washington. I think George Washington is the best president of all time. You know what I'm saying? So the problem is when you lack empathy, right? Right? Empathy to the other side. So imagine me, right? I'm just gonna use me for example, because I'm just using me for example. Imagine if I heard that, and now I feel angry. I feel very this is the feeling part. Remember, we're on the feelings part right now. I feel angry. I feel distraught. I don't understand why she being so mean, but she's gonna flip it on the script. A lot of people like from the burbs, especially white people. I hate to be the guy to tell you this because I'm from the burbs too, so I see how y'all be. Y'all like to flip y'all words around, and y'all like to say you say hateful and meaningful things, but then you say we don't have tough skin. So then y'all view us as snakes though, when in reality, y'all are the snakes, right? So anyways, actually, Also, this one girl, I was just really just, this emo girl, okay? This emo girl literally told, like, she said she's a snow bunny, right? Just recently, she says she a snow bunny. And I'm thinking like, oh, you already know what that means. Snow bunny means she likes black guys, you know what I'm saying? And I love snow bunnies, you know what I'm saying? But then, of course, typical snow bunny, her family's racist, bruh. And then she said she gotta tiptoe around, not even introducing me, but like just hanging out with me. God damn. You see, so I just hit the block. I'm out. See, I'm out. And how people probably wondering like, well, Malik or Juice the Plug, how do you know what this person's thinking? How do you know what Lilly meant by those words? Because that sounds like hateful speech. I mean, not really. It's on. I put it like this: a black guy probably let her say the N-word one time while they're having, having fun, or the black guys in her life really don't care. So she thinks like those black guys speak for all of us black guys. And I can tell you 100%, just because I'm cool with someone just saying it, the only thing I'm not cool with if you don't call me that. You know what I'm saying? Don't say, like, don't call me the, you know what I'm saying? I have a name. My name is Malik, Juice the Plug, Sandy. I have a name. So don't call me that. Now, if you call like an object that, I don't care. And also, I'm trying to show y'all my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really a star out here. I'm the captain. I'm the leader. I'm the captain of my own squad. You know what I'm saying? I'm still the leader of the generational miracles because they're idiots. Alyssa, this girl named Alyssa. I'm gonna call her Alyssa Faith. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say her last name because I'm not messy. And don't spread no hate. You know what I'm saying? Because I already handled the situation. I hawked them down. I walked them down. I talked to them. I talked to them with my eyes. The Emperor is here in Cartersville, Georgia. They ran for me for like a whole entire year and a half. And I had to get them. You know, not even get them, but I had to like find them. You know what I'm saying? I just had to say, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I said, we good. And they look me in the eye, scared. They're really scared. I don't know why they're scared. I mean, I'm a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool guy. I just want to know why you want to say that, because Alyssa made a video of, she just kept saying N word. I made a song about this too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to express the truth, because it is a truth. I'm not the one who told her to say that fucking word. And the fact that she called me that, and she's not a bad person. Yeah, her family's racist, but I know that girl. I was like, wait, girl, you're doing this out of spite. And the spite is you're also being manipulated. But who cares about that? You know what I'm saying? Who cares about one's perception of reality, right? It's not my fault that a lot of people cannot see the truth. Right? I mean, hold on. They see it. Not my fault. People can see the truth and just sit there. Like, that's why, bro, I love Lil Peep. Hey, I hate Lil Peep too at the same time. Not or dislike Lil Peep. Because Lil Peep has created so many fans. All his followers are losers. Right? I'm a real person. I'm a real dog. Right? So my sensei, mentor, anybody, it will be Juice WRLD, right? Because not blood doesn't mean your brothers, blood doesn't mean your father. Like, sometimes there's other people in this world that thank the thankfulness of social media and anime, One Piece gang, Whitebeard, the thankful of social media, you're able to see or, get influenced by other people who, really come from the same struggle. So I'm not going to knock Lil Peep's struggle, because Lil Peep did have a struggle. Even though he put himself in that struggle, okay? But you know what? Let me walk in his shoes. And his shoes are easy to walk in. Bro, so if Lil Peep fans understand, or supporters get through their dumb skull that, like, hey, maybe my sensei had the easiest life of all time, and he's only depressed because of women or because of love, and all he had to do is literally become the best version of himself. He didn't have to die to doing drugs. He didn't have to do that. He chose to do all that crazy stuff. He didn't have no traumatic experience. I listened to his music. It's always about a girl breaking his heart. But then you split the Juice WRLD. The difference between Juice WRLD and Lil Peep, Juice WRLD is a little killer, right? Or maybe he's not a little killer, but all he did was hang around killers. So that energy that he had, for what, like, you see what I'm saying? That's why you got to be worried. He's from Chicago. You see what I'm saying? From Chicago. So that doesn't give me the right to, waste my potential, right? Why am I made it out of the hood, right? I made it out of, situations where I had no business of being in, right? So why am I going to go back and regress? And I don't understand that logic, and a lot of Lil Peep fans regress. And so basically, but at the same time though, but that's what I'm saying in the sense where it's okay. It's okay. I don't know, man. I don't really get upset when people. It's just words. You know what I'm saying? Because if you literally look up the terminology, what does and like the you know what I mean? Like the you know what I'm saying? It means African king. Negus. That's what the actual terminology form is, negus. So when Alyssa was calling me a negus, she was basically calling me an African king, and I already knew that. Like, bro, I know I'm the African king. You ain't got to tell me that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know when she said it, she was on her knees. You see what I'm saying? So like, I obviously she knew what she was doing, because you know dang well she ain't gonna say that standing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. So, and this is what I mean, where like we Americans lack leadership, I should say. Because like, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Look, bro. I'm a real person, so I used to watch Fresh and Fit, right? And I used to when I first watched Fresh and Fit, I was in Texas. And when I was in Texas, the thing that appealed me to Fresh and Fit was they'll teach about credit. I didn't really care about the women. I already knew how to deal with women. I was trying to learn something. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to learn what this men. I thought they were real men. You know. And then time goes on. I'm like, the situation between Abner and Preach. They're YouTubers, and Abner and Preach are very, very chill. You know what I'm saying? They don't really beef with nobody, but they really like they're very intellect. You know what I'm saying? And like they have a very broad perspective, even though they might not be their perspective. You know, they might not believe what some other people are doing, but they're not going to go out their way to, you know, make their whole YouTube channel about that, put down other people's. So when Myron is literally just standing there, just listening to this girl just yap about being a racist, and you the same color as me, bro, like you're bringing a bad representation of people who look like me, right? Even though you don't even look like me, you're not even me. You know what I'm saying? I just give people respect, because personally he has not disrespected me. So why I think as society is like we need to learn what respect means and what disrespect means. So for example, Alyssa disrespected me, right, with those words, you know what I'm saying, and also she did a lot of other shit that I ain't got to go into. You see, off of a lot. You see what I'm saying? Off of her own kind lying to her. That's the crazy part. So who really is a stupid bitch? Hey, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? And it's not to blast her name. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling a story. I'm telling my story. Like, it's not my fault that like there's people in Cartersville, right, who has the same dream, right? Who wants to do content creation, who wants to do YouTube. Some of them, like I said, some of them blew up before me. Some of them, you know, didn't really blow up the right way. But I didn't sit around and just, you know, complain. So now is like, since I got some little, so I got some motion going. I got some people I got people spending money on me. I got people feeding me their food. But I still got to get my own side hustle. You know what I'm saying? I think people are now like starting to hate on me, and I mean that's okay. I understand. I'm the leader, right? The thing about it is, like, I told my dog Lando this all the time, because he's cogging me, you know what I'm saying? So I respect cogging me, you know what I'm saying? So me and Lando, cause we still hang out, you know what I'm saying? So me and Lando are on the same crew, right? But we're not on the same team. Well, actually, no, he has to join my team. That's the crazy part, you know what I'm saying? But we're on the same, like even though like this, we're on the same team, right? But we're not in the same, like we're on the same team, but like. He does his own thing, I do my own thing, right? All we do, like, we hang out once a week, you know what I'm saying? And we try to be more consistent about it. You know, it's not all about like who's doing better. Like, for example, Chef Sabe, you know what I'm saying, the ace of the gang, you know, ace of the crew. He said he don't need no team to do everything by himself. This dude's going to Texas. Actually, he's about to go he's got back from Texas, all right? And now he's about to go on the cruise, right? And you know he works from home. You know what I'm saying? He's personal trainer. He wants to be a personal trainer. You know? And so I'm realizing is like, okay, you know, everybody has a different part to play. You know, everybody has a different role to play. Like everybody doesn't. I don't know. Flame is red me. I don't know what I mean. Oh, my phone about to die. Everybody has a different part. Everybody has a different role to play, right? And so like. And the different philosophy too. So like, yes, I'm eating right. I'm like, you know, I'm taking care of my body. I'm moving. I'm not just laying in the bed all day. But I'm not really focused on, if I'm having a six-pack right now, I'm not really, I'm focused on, like, math, money, right? That's what I'm focused on, right? When I say, like, focus on, like, I don't use, that's not part of my arsenal. Yes, having a healthy body, 100%. But then again, like, if you go, some women don't care about your body, they just care about your mind. Real talk. Or care about, like, what you provide. And so I provide wisdom and I provide a sense of security. You know what I'm saying? So, and an adventure, and it just really, but at the same time though, my thing is like, I know myself so much is that I don't like getting overwhelmed. So if I try to do multiple things at one time, because I'm in a new I'm in a new stage of life where, and I recently just entered this where I enter my winning season. That makes sense. But my winning season, I don't want to sound cocky because I'm not sounding cocky. It's really just confident. My winning season is about to be a marathon, right? Because I'm finally in a position where, like, I can really be in the green, like 2K, green. Every day is green. You know what I'm saying? And even when I don't do anything, it's still green. But like, I'm still humble, if that makes sense. And what also makes my winning season more winning season is the fact that I'm meeting, like, I have a team too. I have a squad too. Like, I put this all the time. My German people, Germany, they're my people because we love history, we love wars, we love, okay, hold on, not like that, but we love, like, talking about history and war, like museums, like women, we love women, emo, like, you know what I'm saying? And so the Germans are very, they don't talk to nobody, they're very quiet, introvert. I like game.